welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Kate, and if you're not, then welcome back. Welcome to another video. So today I am doing an updated Q&A. It has been a very long time since I have filmed one of these, but I went on Instagram and asked you guys to ask me a bunch of questions about just like literally anything. I was like, you know, I'm just going through so much. I'm going through such a big change with graduating college, starting a new job, potentially moving, so there's just like a lot going on right now. So I was like, let's do an updated Q&A so that, you know, we can both kind of be in the know and just have a little chat as friends and just talk about like what is going on in our lives. So I figured we would do that. So yeah, I asked you guys to ask me a bunch of questions on Instagram. If you guys don't already follow me on there, you're definitely missing out because I post a ton of content, and then obviously we do these Q&A opportunities. So it is very valuable for me for you guys to go and follow me over on there. Otherwise you miss out on stuff like this. So anyway, you guys gave me so many questions. Like, I don't think I'll be able to film all of these questions or like answer all these questions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop talking right now, just kind of jump into it, and I'll try and do these in kind of like short, quick answers so I can get through a lot of questions and try not to drag on because I know I tend to talk too much. So with that being said, let's just jump in with question number one. Okay, so the first question is actually about my wedding. So it is, what is the theme of your wedding? So the theme of my wedding, I'll put some Pinterest photos, but it's very much like a rustic kind of barn house kind of thing. So we're getting married outside of like a barn, and then we're having the reception in the barn, obviously if weather permits, but it's very like green and white and a little bit rustic, and it's definitely it's going to be so beautiful. But that is the theme of the wedding, so I'll put up those Pinterest photos. So the second question is, what is your dream company to work for? My dream company to work for would probably be something like a fashion company and do like social media for them. I think that would be so fun. Like, you think of all these companies like Lulu's or Urban Outfitters or PacSun, Princess Polly, like all of those kind of things. I think it would be so cool to manage their social media. They have such aesthetic themes, and it just like, I just love following them. So I think honestly that would be like my dream companies. I guess companies to work for would be like a clothing brand. I think it would just be like a really fun environment and just something like really cool. So number three is, where might you move, and is it far from where you currently live? So yes and no. So Justin and I keep going back and forth about where we want to move. One option is Florida, because his job is currently based down there. Then the other option is Boston. So we probably wouldn't live like right in the city, but like just outside of Boston. So that is kind of what we're going back and forth on, because obviously one option is a lot closer to family. The other option is a lot further, but you have better weather. So it's really tough. We change our mind every single day, but we do have to decide really soon because our lease is up in February. So we do have to make that decision soon, but we still haven't decided. So yeah, that is the answer. Okay, so number four, what was your favorite and least favorite part about college? My favorite part would definitely be just like meeting friends and just sitting around. Like, I would always sit and have lunch with my friends, and we would just talk about like anything, and it was always so fun. I would say that was like my favorite part, because I would always look forward to those in between classes where I could go and sit at like the table at lunch and just like talk with all my friends. And then least favorite part would be the homework and the stress of college. Like, it's, you know, it's really tough sometimes when you're, you know, working all night just to try and get something done. So I would say that is probably my least favorite part of college. I think that's everyone's least favorite part of college. Number five is, what is your dream job? So my dream job would be a social media manager, or obviously like a full-time YouTuber. Those sound like amazing jobs, but right now I am a digital marketer, so social media is not like that far off of what I'm doing. I do manage the social media with the company that I work for, but I think I would like to do that like full-time, just like manage social media accounts. Okay, number six, what are you most excited for about your wedding? I'm most excited for, I think, just like everyone being there. I think we're having like a very small wedding, so it's really just like close friends and family, and I'm just really excited for everyone to just come together and for us to dance and just have fun and just like have a really fun environment. That's like the biggest thing I'm looking forward to about my wedding, other than obviously getting married. The next one is, what are you going to miss most about college? been thinking about this one myself as I'm graduating next semester. So yeah, definitely the thing I'm gonna miss most about college is just like the real life college. Like I'm gonna miss in person, sitting in class, like seeing friends, like that kind of thing. I did not enjoy this semester with everything being online. It was convenient to be at home, but I honestly didn't love it, and it kind of sucked that that was my last semester, was being completely online pretty much. So that is what I'm gonna miss most about college, is just like the in-person and just like seeing friends, and now I'm not really gonna do that. And with my new job, it's fully remote, so I don't even get to like ever go into an office, so it's just like COVID continuing. So yeah. Okay, so on a lighter note, what is your favorite Christmas movie? Mine is definitely Elf or Home Alone. Those are my favorite ones. I watch them all the time. Like every single Christmas I have to rewatch those. Number 9 is, will you vlog when you have kids? I don't know. I guess it depends if YouTube's even around during that time, because honestly, who knows by the time I have kids, like what social medias will even be around, or if they will be. I think there will be social media around, but like what kind? So I guess that kind of depends. But if I have kids, I'm not going to be like putting them on camera. I don't really want my kids to be involved in that sort of thing, especially when they're so young. So I don't think I would probably still vlog if YouTube was around, but I just wouldn't show my kids in it, just because, I don't know, I want that to stay private. Just, that's like my personal opinion, so yeah. Number 10 is, would you ever start a business? And if so, what would it be for? So I've kind of spoken to this about my friend Sydney, but we were like joking around and just saying it would be really cool for us to start like a social media like agency, and for us to kind of like run it and have a bunch of clients. I think that would be really cool. Or to have my own like jewelry company. I think that would be like a little side business. I think that would be another business that I would like to start. So the next one was, what was your favorite marketing class? So personally, my favorite one at my school, I went to Quinnipiac University, was internet marketing. That was where we just kind of learned about like search engine optimization and social media and just like digital marketing as well. So it was just kind of like really interesting, and I just really enjoyed that class and the teacher for it as well. It was literally my favorite class. And then the next one is, did you ever change your major? So yes, when I was in Australia, I took 2 years of nutrition school, like at a university. Then I moved here and I decided to completely switch it up. I went into business, just like general like business, I guess administration or something. And then I went in from there and did marketing. So yes, I did change my major. I feel like everyone changes their major because you go in thinking that you want to do something, and then it turns out you have like other interests and stuff like that. But I think there's nothing wrong with changing your major, and I think it's so common for people to do it, so yeah. The next one is, when are you moving? So good question. Probably sometime in February. I'm assuming the beginning of February we'll be moving somewhere. I mean, obviously we could extend our lease and stay here, but I think we'll most likely be moving either to somewhere in like Massachusetts or somewhere in Florida. So, you know, in like less than 2 months time, we'll be moving. The next one is, when is your wedding? So my wedding is September 25th next year, and I'm very excited for it. It's coming up slowly. And then the next one is, when do you plan on having kids? Not for a very long time. Honestly, I mean, I just turned 23. I know Justin and I are kind of getting like, you know, we're getting married now, but I definitely don't plan on having kids until like maybe I'm closer to 30. So at least I'd say like minimum 5 years from now, but probably maybe even longer. I think it just depends on what's going on in life, and it's kind of hard to say like in 5 years if I'll even be ready, or, you know, I don't know what's going to be happening, but just definitely not for a while. So no, I love babies, but I'm not ready to make that kind of commitment. That's a lot of work, and I honestly just want to enjoy like married time with Justin and travel a lot, and I want to do that while we're young and before we have kids. Okay, so the next one, what has been your favorite part of planning a wedding and least favorite? Favorite part was probably trying on wedding dresses and finding my wedding dress. I think that's been the most exciting thing about wedding planning, was getting my wedding dress. It's literally hanging up over there. I still need to get it sized, but I'm so excited. I love my wedding dress. It's everything I wanted it to be. It's stunning. So I'm excited for you guys to eventually see it one day. And then my least favorite part was probably, I don't know, like wedding planning is extremely stressful. I've just tried to take it slow, and we've pretty much got most of everything planned, but I think the most stressful thing was finding a DJ, because most of them were like already booked and it was really tough, and just with COVID weddings like being pushed back, I've just found it a very stressful process to find like anyone. So I would say like that was the worst part about wedding planning, but I mean I still have more planning to go. Then another question was, how long have you lived in America? So almost 4 years. I know I get this question a lot. People are very confused by my accent. I know it's very annoying or like confusing because it keeps changing, and sometimes some people say I sound kind of American, but I am originally from South Africa. I then moved to Australia for about like I think 7 years, and then I moved here, and I've been here for almost 4 years, so my accent is just all over the place. So I think I'm starting to lose it a little bit. I think living with Justin, I just hear like the American accent all the time, so I pick up on it, but it'll be 4 years in March. Another question is just, how are you? That's so sweet. So honestly, doing really well. You know, I'm excited that I'm graduating college. I'm a little sad about it too, because it's kind of like the end of a chapter, and now it's like I'm getting into the real world, and I'm going to be at least earning some good money, which is always nice. And, you know, just like actually having a schedule and not having like night classes, and I'll have more time with Justin, and I think it'll be really good for me to just work full time. But it's also just kind of like sad, but honestly overall, just to answer your question, I am doing really well, and I'm excited for Christmas and just spending time with family. So I'd say there's a lot of exciting stuff going on right now, so sometimes a little overwhelmed with everything, but honestly like doing really well overall, so thank you. Another question was, what made you decide to do YouTube? I feel like I get this question every single time I do a Q&A. I've answered this a lot, but just to like sum it up really quickly, my friends in Australia, they would always push me to start a YouTube channel to show makeup, because I really used to love doing makeup. And then eventually, like 2 years or 3 years down the line, I decided to start it, and you guys can go and find those old videos. They're not the greatest, but those were all my makeup videos, and I think that's just what made me want to start was makeup. And then I kind of realized that I actually wanted to do more of the lifestyle content, so I kind of just like, as I like changed and evolved as a person, like so did my content. So will you continue to do YouTube after graduation? Yes, I will. I really hope you guys stick around, because I know I'm not going to be doing this college kind of content. I'm thinking of doing a couple videos around my marketing major, so you guys can definitely ask me questions specific to that, and I can kind of answer like how I found marketing over the years, and just I guess my like tips and advice to anyone who is a marketing major. So I was thinking of doing that kind of stuff, and then obviously transferring all of my kind of vlogs to more lifestyle vlogs, like just the occasional like weekend ones, slash also tons of like working vlogs and like post-grad vlogs and stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoy that content, so please stick around. I know we're kind of closing out the chapter of college vlogs, but we're going to be moving more into working vlogs, digital marketing vlogs, and I honestly think it'll be really interesting for you guys to see that kind of stuff. So that is what is coming in the future very soon. So yeah, I think those are all of the questions that I'm going to be answering. You guys asked me a ton of questions. I'm actually surprised that this did not take me longer. I see I've been talking for like 15 minutes, but I just had so many questions, so I tried to like talk through it as fast as possible and just give you guys like the gist of everything. But I really enjoyed doing this little Q&A, so yeah, I'm really excited about like all the new chapters coming in my life. So yeah, graduating, this is, you know, I just finished college. I am starting my new job next week, so I think the day that this goes live or the day after is like my first day at work, so I'll be vlogging that for you guys. I'm really excited about that. I'm excited about a new chapter in life. It'll be a whole new like world of content for you guys, and I'm really excited. So if you have any kind of videos that you want me to film, just leave them in the comments below and I will definitely get to them. But yeah, thank you guys so much for asking all of these great questions. I really enjoyed answering these. I definitely need to do these more often and do like updated Q&As, just so we're all on the same page with everything going on. There's just so many big changes. It's kind of crazy. 2020 has been just a crazy year, but it's honestly been a really good year too. So I feel very fortunate and very blessed to have a job coming straight out of college. I know a lot of people aren't as lucky, so I definitely feel for them with COVID and all this unemployment that is going on. So yeah, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all in my next video. And definitely subscribe if you guys are new. And I'm excited to show you like my next chapter in life. So bye guys.